And hello everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be playing some Ace Attorney. Um, don't know what to expect. I mean, I know like the basis obviously, but who knows how this is going to go. So let's just jump in and enjoy hopefully something a little bit more laid back. Let's see. Obviously we just start with the first one, right? Yeah. Ace Attorney itself. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Let's go. Already got an achievement? No? There's some blood? That's good. Ooh, she's... Damn it, why me? Can't get caught. Not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Me too, buddy. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, my god, I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. God, me just looking in the mirror in the mornings, apparently. ... Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Just... you know what, I just need to know how it's pronounced because it was like, but I'm gonna say butts, that's fine. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! Can't live in a world without her, I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. The young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. The school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Ooh, tough. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. God, this guy is fucking me so bad. But I know better than anyone he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, handshaking, eyesight, fading. Ooh, he's spitting some bars there too? The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. God, this is also me with Goldfish Brain. I love how everyone's already relatable. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Right? Who is a victim in this case? Cindy. Cinder Block. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object, right? She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found laying on the floor next to the victim. Oh, so whoever did it had to be a Giga Chad, huh? I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. It is rather heavy, right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. I always love games when they throw in like the shortcuts and stuff like that you're supposed to use, because all I can imagine is just talking to someone and having them be like, hey, press the right button to do this, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. This would also be what I would have to worry about being in court. 'Cause I'm like, I think I'm pretty good at remaining cool and composed, but internally I'd be like, oh cool, this is awful. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Nah, he looks great. Just ignore the twitching look on his face. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris at 7:30 the day before the murder. Okay. Indeed. She appears to return the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Let's go. I mean, it sucks that she's dead, but based? Daddies? Sugar. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Hey, don't go passing judgment. It's a hard life out there. Especially nowadays. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... I mean, can we stop him from answering? Doesn't seem like something you would be allowed to do. Okay. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Heh, well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. No, that's not it. That's an awful defense. I hate you. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. Oh, it's this guy. Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. I already forgot the voice that I gave him. It's been like 5 minutes. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found a contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Easy, we got this. Let's see. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw lying there a woman not moving, dead. Coiled in fright, well, if her time of death was... Wow. Okay. Thought to call the police immediately, however the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. So we can contradict this with this because... You found the body at 1 p.m.? You sure? Yes. Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There's nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial, the witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, the time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Ha! You know what, loser? You forgot there was a blackout. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. Yeah, right, I do. Ha! I've got this one. Don't mind me, just ad-libbing some of my own dialogue. Right. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice. It's probably gonna... So what we need to do is... Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Ooh, yeah, fucking caught, buddy, huh? You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Well, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Alright. What are you gonna say this time, buddy? Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. So he's saying that the murder weapon was the clock now? Yeah, okay. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? There's a clock. That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Pin? As a witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. What kind of clock is that? I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into the back of your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Grah. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never... Look, the clock I heard, no, I mean, I saw... Oh, he's bald? Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. It's like, of course it's someone that's bald and wearing a hairpiece that would, accuse someone else of a murder they did. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this, I better think through it carefully. Your Honor, the sound I just saw it heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply... Try sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Eck. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. ... Ha ha ha! You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal? A criminal? You lawyers are all slime. Look, I'm not one to judge. I love purple, but he's wearing a warm tone purple suit. He threw off his hairpiece in the middle of it. His tie is completely, undone. Shirt's unbuttoned a little bit. He's not having a good time. I'm sorry, but this guy gives off ultimate slime energy, you know? Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief? Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yep. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Heh, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The only thing I could think of, well, no, because it's a table clock, so... The only thing that would make sense would be the blackout record, because... excuse me? This proves your claim. How? I can't see that evidence has to do with the clock. Don't! That wasn't it. One more chance. Give me just one more chance. Alright, Mr. Wright. But time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock is running slow. I'll be honest, Oh, unless it's like a time zone thing? The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Got him. Yeah. What? Did you just die? Order. Order, I say. This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. Flawless victory. Turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowett let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowett grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Kinda ironic to die from getting hit in the head by the thinker, huh? August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there? It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I have never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Oh, great. Cool. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy is gone, man. Like, gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically... I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. Ah, yes, the murder weapon? A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze. Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Is it just... oh, because she was holding on to it. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think that's our work here. I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent buds. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part of it at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Let's go! And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Brand new episode has been added. Bet. Yeah, I want to save my progress. Look at me. Really an ace attorney, if you will. Bring, bring. Beep. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia? What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take it to the clockwork, or I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there is a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay and Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not cogniferous of my background? Oh, that's a word I do not know. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. What? Aw, come on. Another guy in the same colored suit, huh? Red, white, blue. Alright, never trust like a warm toned purple suit wearing person, I guess. That's just the distinction we're gonna make in these games. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fanco Law Offices. Damn, and we had just gotten drinks with her too, huh? Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. Ah, and she was gonna take us out to dinner again? I guess her being dead makes sense for why we can't tell her the secret about Larry and I. What's that smell? Blood? Mia, maybe she's in her office? Um... I smell blood, that can't be good. I have to check and see Mia. Yeah, let's move into the office. That smell. Blood. Sob. Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! My Metal Gear Solid fans out there. Who are you? Oh? The strange girl dropped out cold after lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. Shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be remains of a glass light stand. Encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The finger lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. How did it do? Wait, hold on. Did it mention Butts again? Murder weapon. Looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. There's some glass shards near the... Might be a piece of the glass light stand laying broken in the back of the room. You know that. Anything else that seems like a clue here? Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Words written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Department store receipt letters in the back are written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. Better call the police. Find out what that girl is doing here. Well... Large building right across from the office, the Gateway Hotel, a nice luxurious place. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. I don't think now's the time to be, like, thinking about how comfy her chair is. But cool, I guess. Painful look, but I have to for Mia's thing. This looks like she's a... Oh, it's just her body again. Okay. That girl just now, where did she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing that girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside of the courtroom. Yeah, here you go. Before Mia died, she read a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Yep. Why? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Better hurry up and call the police. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to serve her, but I have to know. Excuse me? Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis... So she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. You were here visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay. Reception desk usually sit here. Okay. Small writing desk clutter with office supplies. You could cram more legal books in here, or you couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. You can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. So if it's for clients, it's leather, a real luxury model. Door to the chief's office, it's slightly open. Better not touch the doorknob. Oh, there's a phone in here. The fan code ledger book, everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Perfectly normal office desk, the chief had very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on the stuff clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used his PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case recordings and recent rulings. Okay. I think we can make a phone call. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police, please, come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Yeah-oh. Hey, buddy. Wee-woo, wee-woo. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, you see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder? Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek. Does her Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Great detective work right there. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you gonna be my attorney? I'll be your ace attorney, if you will. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. I, it's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? Damn, she was into us, and this really just is like real life. I I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Flirt, I guess? Keeping her on edge? Don't mind me. Huh, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil type. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Oh, come on. Don't talk about me like that. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Wow. Damn, she she called us a genius and then oh, you know, fine, okay. That's what she said. I, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. Alright. There's the camera there. Smile for the camera, damn right. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. I doubt there's going to be anything else. Okay. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. Spirit medium? Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for her in an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forget how to delete those things. Let's go. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Yeah, that... Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him about it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Miles' memo added to the court record. Conversation I had with my sisters recorded on my cell phone. So, you're an acolyte, or medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Uh... Um... I can try. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. I'm literally right here. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 o'clock. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right. I'll be back. Could you tell me about the day? Oh, I didn't realize it changed my bed. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted to hold decent evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock we made. Richter qualifies as a serial murderer right now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay. I don't think I need to present anything to her, so... Let's see... Yeah, let's go back to my law office like this. September 6th, Fay & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? Nope. No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Yeah, I couldn't be caught dead being a loser like that. Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective Suede Shoes. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. I mean, let's have a conversation with him. Actually, I wonder, can we ask him about this? I was wondering, did you see Maya Fay's cell phone? Oh, I have that. Do you think he'd give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. I'm gonna tell it to him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just... You know, detective? Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me? Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Okay, I guess it worked. Great. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I mean, I already know what the conversation was, so that's fine. Alright. Let's talk a little bit. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. Okay. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. But why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. What? Oh, her. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Haha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks again on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? No. Tell me about him. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get a guilty verdict. Ah, we love a little friendly competition. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? That was Gumshoe. Oh my god, if he's like a big plant nerd, is he P. Kimbo vibes? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Oh. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. Alright, I think we're good to move. Let's go to the law offices now. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. I mean, we could snoop just a little maybe, right? Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but probably the most expensive one available. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The old paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Me trying to flex my book collection to people and then being like, actually, I only listen to audiobooks. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Alright. Seems we got some money at hand. Let's go here. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi? Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. It's gonna be me. It's literally... Great. Yeah, I would also pity myself in this situation. Ooh, she's got 2 wine glasses over here? There's a screwdriver stuck in this door. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. Can I lick the wine glasses? The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's a Fanco law office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it'd be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Me with my degree being a BFA and being like, it's art, come on. Catch me a break. The flowers are fake as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. What's inside of me? Cough, cough. Maybe later. Okay, alright. What about this table? A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with it. The bed? Simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. I also just find it so funny that she's holding her hands in like the, like, cat girl vibe. Like, you know what, to each their own, you know? Let's see. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, absurd. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Come on. Come on. You can't do this. Gulp? Better not encourage her. Hey, you know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. You wanna know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. My boy, Phoenix, you're just instantly caving. Which I mean, like, fair enough. But also... Come on. Could you... Just who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. No? Hey, I'm just doing my job here. See, you know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, Teehee, you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I mean... I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. I think, is there anything that I could bother her with? I think we can. Go back to the detention center? Hey. What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Well, I went over there and he wasn't there, so... Seems like he's out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. M? That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha, so you're the one they say has been looking for me. Gross break? He's gotta have like a heftier voice, right? Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. I should have done a southern accent. Yeah, it's fine. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Yes. Maya Fey. Go on. Why this strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How'd you know the trial was tomorrow? Rick? Anyway. I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Alright, buddy. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, I'm just busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Well, too bad. I'm going to keep asking you questions. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Okay. I don't have any reason to present anyone with evidence, so I don't think it matters, so we can go back to the detention center. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. detention center visitors room. So we've got 18 minutes until she has to have a person to represent her, so it's probably going to be us. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bone. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Well, no, What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. So, who is this man who, ruined your mother? God, sounds like God. Um, about 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with a medium had been carried out in secret, of course. But the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became a laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I mean, why would we abandon her? I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... I mean, I believe it was someone else, so I was like, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. Oof. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Wow, he really is just like me. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniff. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. He looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes? And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Alright, well. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Some places just kind of have that aura, you know? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. God, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? I haven't heard that name. White. That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Oh god, ruined mother and then ruined her next, I guess? There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open door. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind this all, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For my sake. I mean, is this acquired legally? Would it actually be able to be used in court? I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Oh, time to scram. I look forward to tango. Oh. Tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Saving content? Please not turn on the PC. Yeah, you bet I'll save. Okay. I think that's a good place to call it for the moment. It's you know what? This is definitely a time, and I'm here for it. I was like, it's got good vibes, and it's fun to stay upbeat and have something kind of fun to play. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and all that fun jazz, and I will see you in the next one.